Hello and welcome back. Picking up where we left off last time in Red Planet Farming, where we're going to go in after beating the first three scenarios into the last scenario, which is the Medusae Fossae zone here, which is basically the culmination of everything else we've done. But the only real new mechanic going on is that we have volcanic soil to play around with that we won't have at the beginning. Through all this because I'm not going to pay attention to his chatting. Grow the population to 35, get 30 coins. There's also this big volcanic region over here. So this is volcanic soil. When we're able to build over here, we'll get like, I think it's 50% more yields for subsistence value over there, specifically. Whereas down in here, it's just normal yields. We have the good old potato, makes its resurgence, 4 earnings, 4 substance, 2 cost, and quinoa. 5 earnings, 3 substance, requires dust production. So right now, there's maybe an argument to actually do mostly quinoa, because that's the highest yield. We're going to do a little bit of a mix, I think. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of like a mix. With the goal being is hopefully we don't get either of them out of stock next turn. Okay, that's going to complicate things a little bit. I forgot about it doesn't give us the basic irrigation here, it only gives us the hydroponic system irrigation. That's what we're going to do for the mix. And on to the next turn. Nice first easy year. The biggest difficulty is deciding, do you go all in on the quinoa, I think, here, or do you mix it with the potatoes? Oh, 10 more settlers. So we're off to the races with the settlers already piling on in. Do grape perennials or pepper perennials? Grape needs those irrigations, but has more yield. We're gonna do the pepper because it's gonna be something we can spam a little bit easier. Okay, so quinoa is gonna want dust protection. It gets double yields this year. Ooh, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. We're just gonna have to eat that problem because I don't have a solution to that problem. The basic irrigation here just costs too much, so we can't do it with a potato. We're gonna have to do the quinoa, which that's all the quinoa we can get down. So, or all the quinoa that's not gonna get shoot up at the dust storm. So we'll grow what we can, and we're gonna have a bunch of people disappear again. People arrived, people are gone. We're gonna yo-yo a bit here. Mayor is furious at us for not adequately feeding the extra colonists that arrived. I'm sorry. The food stayed static. Our capacity to eat did not. Okay, we'll do something like that. That should feed people, so we should be trending back up again. We're getting double yields on the potatoes, which is why we put the second thing of potatoes down. Plus the potatoes feed more people, because they have to go in the hydroponics. dust storms back again. Quinoa, potatoes. Radiation's a little bit of an issue. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Slowly growing our food production, slowly growing our revenue. Meteor shower, so we're gonna have plants disappearing, which is maybe not ideal. But there's no dust. There's a decent amount of radiation, so what we can do is just build a bunch of quinoa. Really cash in on the quinoa craze this turn. We'll get the mysterious deposit of this expansion into this area. Okay. Okay. Meteor shell come in. It'll damage some stuff. We should have enough redundant that it shouldn't be a problem if something gets damaged. Hopefully have enough redundant that isn't a problem if stuff gets damaged. Through 32, and no, we did, well, we barely missed target there. And of course it took my irrigation fields. Wrong type, I need dust protection. Dust protection. Dust down, go, 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 go. Okay, I think we're gonna get the growth here to trigger this. So I'm gonna save the extra money for expanding in the volcanic soil over here. They just say we get a 50 subsistence boost to crops over in that soil. Huge gray patch of soil over there. Maybe it's volcanic ash, yeah, okay. And there's the marker telling us extra subsistence. Is more expensive, I think, over there to expand. 16 versus 7, yeah. Four bunches of grapes. Of course, just turn the grapes down. Nuclear power plant down for some power. Dust protection. Oh, I don't need the dust protection yet over here. Potato. I suppose we have the dust protection over here already, so we can spam it with quinoa. You're one short. Let's go ahead. I'll do another potato. There we go. Feeds everyone. Could even feed more, but I'm not gonna risk the ire of not having the food production on the next turn by well overfeeding people. Up to 49. Solar Flare. And this is the super kill one, so this will damage everything. Happy fun times. Let's don't need any dust protections. Toss that out. Toss some radiation protection. Need more power. Is the lettuce money producing? It is. Doubly so this year because it is in high demand. Okay. Yeah, that'll feed everyone. Let's take advantage of the fact that this is a radiation year, and we'll expand radiation vulnerable crops, because we've already got to put the radiation protection out everywhere. There we go. That'll provide us a nice, solid background source of money and food. Whereas, unless we have meteors, we'll be perfectly protected. Making peppers and lettuce. Peppers and lettuce. 62 people, so we got a lot of growth that time. Kale. And, well, we got a quest for grapes. I should probably take the grapes. Okay, that feeds everyone. We no longer need the radiation protection out here, because it's not the super killing one. So they do need their dust protection. Grapes are perennial as well. It says it wants us to grow 4 of them, so we'll go ahead and buy some plots out here. And we'll stick with 2. I think 2 plots will be enough. Made 67 foods, everyone's fed, everyone's happy. 75. Okay, we're gonna have a meteor shower coming in here. Let's put the kale next. That one has taken away my choice of lettuce. I cannot pick lettuce. Radiation's also pretty high. Okay, we got the grapes down, because we need some grapes. I suppose this one think we're running into the problem also of how am we going to get everyone fed. Yeah, because we're kind of reliant on the food yield from the lettuce. Alright, let's back up. Let's not predation protect those, because we're going to put out a bunch of potatoes. Okay, that fed everyone. Yeah. Sadly don't get to take advantage of the quinoa, but we'll live with it. Well, some damage. Is that gonna affect our yield? Oh, we did get a little bit of yield. Granted, those are pretty low yield crops to start with, so it might not have done a lot of damage. Nope, we lost 6 yield, 6 subsistence, so population goes down. That radiation protection back in. Do want to grow those grapes, but I need the I need the feeding space to do that. We might suffer the same problem. It depends on whether meteors come down on this turn, but we'll see. Yeah, I think we suffered the same problem. Meteors hit places... Oh, well. We barely made more food than we had people. And of course people come rolling on in. Yeah, as you can see, the last scenario does not pull very many punches. It comes at you pretty heavy. We'll see if we get one of those set up. Actually, one of those might be more advantageous. Potatoes we set up. Swap those out for gold grow lights, and we'll go ahead and slap in some of the kale. Well, that's not yielding as much food I was hoping. Well, actually, that's still decent, pretty yield on the food. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of awkward here where we need just that little bit more food, and I'm not sure we're going to get it. Because irrigation is expensive. Alright, I think we're just going to have to roll with one food short. Or maize, and if the answer is maize. Got something that wants first catering job on Mars, so it wants us to grow a bunch of potatoes. Okay, now we have the advanced hydroponics. I'm not going to use that right now, but... Sure. Yeah, that feeds everyone. Just barely, but it feeds everyone. People, so should be pretty close to the end of the scenario here. Dragon fruit. Yeah, it's expensive, but at least it's very space efficient. And now we got a super solar flare. Okay, that's all safe in the super solar flare. This stuff obviously isn't. Okay, I'm gonna bump one of these. They're not particularly space efficient. I need better space efficiency. I'm gonna bump both of them, actually. Space efficiency. Okay, that'll feed everyone. And everything has a radiation protection, so there's no problem with the radiation. Okay, meteor shower only. Oh, and a bunch of radiation. It's pretty good getting some space usage. Get some potato set up then. And then we're gonna need probably more power. I suppose I could go algae farm for the power. We'll also provide food. We'll leave that open for the moment. We might do that next turn. Get both food and power. Well, we may have lost like, a few people here due to some radiation damage. Let's see. Maybe I should have put the algae farm down. Yeah, I should put the algae farm down. Whoops. We've got dust storms. Maybe just throw out the irrigation. Throw out a bunch of potatoes. Need 11 more than that. Very low radiation risk, so we could potentially get away with just tossing these out. We'll throw out the lettuce. Yeah, the lettuce is a little bit higher profit than. What are you up to? 21? Can I afford that? No. Okay, that will feed everyone. We don't have a meteor storm this time, so we don't need to worry about stuff getting destroyed. And we're growing some of the potatoes for the quest. $150, that's pretty high. Okay, can't do peppers, that's fine. Lettuce is extra valuable. Let's toss the lettuce out. It being extra valuable probably puts it above kale. Wherever we can put the dust protection. Yeah. And pulling the radiation protection. Some of the stuff needs protection, right? So tear the radiation protection out. Replace it with dust. Just realized we can toss a dragon fruit in there. Okay. They're a little bit more space efficient. There we go, that actually feeds it. And then we just need to tear the radiation off of those two. For dust upgrading. Oh, and of course I bought the plates and they're going to mark it for expansion already. Okay. Okay. And we'll start working on the potatoes down there. Irrigation is expensive, so potatoes are going to take quite a while to build up. $180, that's going to be hard to deal with. Okay. Potato is in high demand. So, Got solar flares right now. So that means we're better off with maize over dragon fruit. Do have, well, there's no dust, right? So I could do. No, it's still lettuce, yeah. Okay, so it's either lettuce or potatoes. The lettuce is still better for slot feeding. Potatoes. Okay. Working towards getting those potatoes made. While trying to keep everyone fed. Right now I'm actually wondering if I need to complete the potato quest to complete the story here. Because I don't remember having to get this high on the population before, and I might have just been much more aggressive on building the potatoes before. there we go. No, I just had to presumably get like the 190 or something population-wise. And there we go. So that is victory in the last scenario on behalf of the Interplanetary Department of Agriculture. We want to thank you for all your help in bringing prosperity to all 4 settlements across the planet, including Medusae Fossae, which was the last one we were in. Successfully unlocked all the crops, upgrades, and buildings available at all 4 outposts. You may use them to continue growing the population at the outpost. Recognition achievements, you've been awarded 100 coins. Which we don't get to do anything with because it's post-game. Success of these early outposts is a sign of hope with humanity's future in Mars and are stepping stone to establishing outposts on other planets in the future. There we go. So that is the red planet farming. That's the basic gist of all the scenarios. I think in practice, there's a couple of achievements that you have to go out of your way for, which you'd probably do in a proverbial New Game Plus. We got pretty close to 200 people. I think one of the achievements is actually get to 200 people. I haven't done that one. That's one of the few achievements I think in this one I haven't done before. But yeah, I hope you've been enjoying. This is Red Planet Farming. If you're watching on YouTube, I think the thing up for tomorrow will actually probably be Shadow Empire. Won't be Red Planet Farming because we just finished it. If you're watching on Twitch, this is roughly where the stream is going to go ahead and end. I think it's assuming we don't die in the long dark. The next 7 days of Twitch streams are vaguely planned out. It's going to be Victoria 3, Terraformers. No, Victoria 3, Long Dark Terraformers. Victoria 3, Long Dark Terraformers. One of those each every night. And then on the 7th night will be Shadow Empire. I think we're recorded far enough ahead for this gaming slot for YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, that the Shadow Empire stream should have probably been last night, if I didn't get my count wrong. So there shouldn't be any interruptions. You should have a part up tomorrow, assuming I can process and get the video uploaded in time. It may be delayed. You'll probably have a Shadow Empire's video up tomorrow. It may not be at the exact same time slot as this one in case things have to move around to make that work. So yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, there will be another stream up tomorrow. It should be Victoria 3. And I hope for the week that you like Victoria 3, Long Dark, and Terraformers, because that's what we're mainly going to be playing until the poll for what the next game in Shadow Empire should be. Terraformers-wise, we'll see how much left we're really going to do in Terraformers. We got two more brand new scenarios that I haven't done before that we're going to do. And then we're going to backfill and start doing some of the ones we've already done on lower difficulties and on much higher difficulties. So we're basically going to sort of put the game through its paces. That might not end this week, because I think it's going to be... that's just enough time to do the 2 new scenarios from the DLC, and then, redo 2 of the old ones. We probably want to do more than 2 of the old ones, so it'll probably be a stream or 2 more of that. But we're looking like that's got, 3 or 4 streams out left before that one finishes up. Victoria 3, in comparison to some of the games, longer running games I put on the channel, Victoria 3 can be particularly fast. So we might actually finish within the week. But that's still 2 streams, so you can probably expect it to be quite a decent amount of that. And then Long Dark obviously goes until we die. We haven't died and it's been quite a while, so probably have 2 streams this week. And that's basically the stream schedule going forward. This is basically the end of the stream, so if you're watching on YouTube, this was the end of a 4-part stream. This is in the time slot where we had Field of Glory Empires. Technically, Field of Glory Empires is 2 slots ahead the normal. So that would put us 8 days ahead, plus the 4 from this. But this was actually on the normal spot, so yeah, we're still should be 8 days ahead. But we're gonna basically not have anything going for 6 days. For this time slot. Because we're gonna skip it. Yeah, we're gonna skip it once. So that means we'll get really close to not having any content. I think we should still have some content, but yeah, I think we should still have some content by the time we're running Shadow Empire. If not, then there'll be a gap. But yeah, hope everyone's been enjoying. If you're watching on YouTube, you can you can expect there to be content up tomorrow. There'll probably be at least 3 videos. Hopefully there'll be 4 if I got the counts right. If you're watching on Twitch, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. If you think of any comments, because I haven't seen any Twitch comments the entire stream, and want them responded to, feel free to hop over to the YouTube channel. That's a little bit better for asynchronous comment tag. If you're watching on the YouTube channel and want to see the stuff get recorded live, I do record a game every night. Normally it's a 4-day cycle at the moment. For the next week, it's going to be a 3-game cycle until we start Shadow Empires up. The Twitch channel is Will Cole. Which is basically the same as the YouTube channel, just dropping the 100. So the YouTube channel is Will Cole 100. So with that, wish you all the best of luck and good time, and bye for now.